I have made a few great calls in this election, but one of the worst things I did was underestimating Biden from the start. I did not think he was the best candidate to win Trump. I did not believe that his calls for unity would work in a vitiated atmosphere, and I did not believe he would raise enough money to take on Trump's money machine. But he did, and then I thought the Trump campaign would walk all over his campaign after he refused to knock on the doors, while the Trump campaign kept knocking in the order of millions per week. But Biden surprised me, and he made me humble about the way I see things, and I'm learning a ton from watching him in the White House in the last 1.5 months. His calls for bipartisanship while working with Plan B in mind has effectively shut down the obstructionist tendencies of the GOP. It did not bring them around, but still, it has sent a clear message to the GOP that life will go on with or without them in Washington. But it's still a big surprise that Biden has managed to keep 48 of the 50 Democratic votes in line. The two votes of Manchin and Sinema has been wavering in and out, but Biden sent a big notice to both of them that their tail can only wag so much and too much tail wagging would only be painful for their own body. Sending Kamala Harris to Arizona and West Virginia to talk about how COVID had impacted their state was a masterstroke that no one noticed. But it happened and it got Manchin to react, and he showed his frustration in public. What I am more impressed with Biden is the way he has handled his relationship with Bernie Sanders. During the Obama term, Sanders spent a lot of time criticizing the Obama administration, but those days also earned Bernie the hate of the centrist wing of the Democratic Party. That little back and forth where Bernie will cast a yes vote only after penning his critique is absent today. Bernie lost the minimum wage fight. The old Bernie would have railed against the establishment, including the Democratic Party, for not doing enough, but was quiet after the loss and has quickly moved on to finding out ways to get things done. He has accepted the loss and decided to stay in the fight by focusing on the next issue. A constructive Bernie focused on the results. So many reporters, myself included, have criticized the left for only fighting in the streets and not looking at the Congress and the Senate to figure out a way to get things done. My criticism has always been about their inability to compromise when needed and keep moving towards the goalpost in inches when needed and when miles are becoming impossible to achieve. The GOP is extremely good at doing that. When given a chance, they will go for broke and win it. When not possible, they will put up one heck of a fight to gain just an inch. That was the fight that Bernie Sanders never waged until now. And Biden deserves a small credit for that, the way he approached the left. Instead of dismissing them completely at every turn, as have leaders before him have done, is the reason for the thaw in the relationship between the centrist and the leftist wings of the Democratic Party. The good news for Biden and the bad news for Manchin, Sinema, and the GOP is a good working relationship between Bernie and Biden will let Biden crack the whip so hard on Manchin and Sinema, and in return, it will push the GOP into an utterly powerless corner in Washington. Personally, I have never thought, and I still believe there is nothing wrong with the right or there is nothing wrong with the left. We need the left for innovation, to embrace change, to find new ideas, to change the status quo. And we need the right to make sure that we keep what we create, to keep doing things over and over. It's like you need the left to climb up the hill and you need the right to stay on top of the hill. Any country will need that. The problem is not with the left or the right, it is with the people who make money out of it. It is with people who earn power out of it. The right, due to its current crop of leaders and a media mob that lives out of it, has already become rudderless, and it is jumping from one topic to another in search of its survival and is in the process, it has lost its identity. It will find it someday, but that day looks so far away. But the left is now finding its foothold with the help of leaders who are ready to contain themselves when needed, and it's indeed a good sign for the future of the left in the country. Both Biden and Bernie deserve some applause for it. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please subscribe.